the 2017. Many thanks for staying with us here on KTN News, your official election station. So there has been a very contentious issue throughout this election since when the results counting had begun, and the talk has been on the forms 34A, 34B, C, and D, but most of it has been on A and B. So what exactly are these forms? Let's break it down for you, see how exactly that form looks and why they are such a big issue in this particular election. Let's take a look at that here on our video wall to see what kind of form the presiding officers for Form 34A and the returning officers for Form 34B are looking at. So this is the first part of that particular form, and how it looks is kind of things that the presiding officer is supposed to fill in, like the name of the polling station and its code, the constituency and the county, the number of votes for each candidate. And of course, in this second part, we are seeing them tallying every single vote that was cast, be it a rejected vote or a vote that was disputed. They have to put down all the numbers on that particular form on your right of the screen. So we also know that the presiding officer who's filling this particular form 34A is also expected to have all the agents for the candidates sign, and as you can see on that particular table there is the name of the agent, the ID or passport number, and of course which party they're representing, a party or an independent candidate, and signature and date. But in the event that an agent for a particular party decides they do not want to sign that particular form, they need to write the reasons down there. And finally, the presiding officer is expected to put down the comments, and after that, of course, they will be transmitting that particular document to the constituency tallying center that will then fill Form 34B before it's transmitted to the National Tallying Center. So Form 34A, the form is of course on the presidential results at the polling station. Then later they are taken to the constituency tallying center. This is now the top level after the polling station, where the Form 34B will then be signed, and this particular form is on the results of presidential results at the constituency level. So when they get to the National Tallying Center, this is the part where we are in currently as a country, where Forms 34A and Forms 34B are being sent to the National Tallying Center at the Bomas of Kenya. This form declares the results of the presidential election at the National Tallying Center, of course, by the Chief Returning Officer, who is the IEBC Chairperson, Wafula Chebukati. And finally, we have Form 34D, which is the end of the whole cycle from 34A, B, C. We end it with D, and that is a certificate for the president-elect signed by IEBC chairperson. So we are only remaining with one step. We are at Form 34C, of course, after IEBC receives Form 34A and B, then we'll see whether they will be signing Form 34C. Then finally, the certificate being issued to the president-elect signed by the IEBC chairperson. That's all you have to know about Forms 34A, B, C, and D, and of course why they're very contentious in this particular election. Some are still streaming in from the constituency levels. IEBC has admitted they don't have all of them from both the polling stations and the constituency levels. But of course, we have our people on the ground at the Bomas of Kenya. This is something we are closely tracking here on KTN News as we track all the reactions and all the results we are getting in this particular election. That's how we end it here on Primetime News. Many thanks for joining us. Ben Kitili comes in next to the super panel to discuss all the issues that have cropped up in this particular election. So don't go too far. My name is Akisa Wandera. Do have yourselves a lovely evening and keep it KTN News, your official election station.